JoshCast, dun 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 dun. Oh, it's the podcast that has at this point, dun 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 dun. Oh, to confirm listeners, dun 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 dun. JoshCast, dun 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 dun. JoshCast, dun 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 dun. I'm insisting on keeping the theme. I enjoy it. It's my attempt at the theme from the Flash Gordon movie, which was done by no. Now their names escape me. Oh, I should know this. Oh, who is it? Oh, Queen. There we go. There we go. There we go. Brain is starting up this morning. There we go. I've been dealing with a lot of depression this week. And by this week, I mean for the past 34 years. I think the thing that really struck me this week is that really, I think, depresses me is that I really do love doing stand-up comedy. That is, I can't think of anything more depressing than that realization. Because it can be hard. It is hard. It's very hard in many ways. Just, I don't know, I wish I could have this same feeling of joy when I do anything that's steady. I wish I could have this feeling about accounting. There are people who have this feeling about accounting. Those people, God bless them. That right there, that's a superpower. If you can show up at your job as an accountant and go, this is amazing. This is living. That I envy that. No, I like to get up on stage and try to be as miserable as possible to the enjoyment of others. I really think that's what I'm doing. That's what I am. That's what seems to work. I don't know. I go up there and try to be poignant or make a good political point. No one cares. I go up there and I tell them, about my moles. Suddenly, their ears perk up. And I'm... so that's my realization, and I just have to keep doing it. I was diagnosed with mild depression when I was growing up, though I was told it was they were going to call it mild depression. They didn't want to call it depression in case I ever wanted health insurance, and the health insurance company would see that I was previously diagnosed with depression, and they would consider that a pre-existing condition. Though, if you look at my family history, and all of us, we are a pre-existing condition. It's a condition that existed pre us having a thought. I think I really do believe where our family is concerned, the depression came first, and then a body grew around it. And I think it is mild depression because I don't think. I know people, and I've read about people who suffer from severe clinical depression where they simply cannot function. And I've always been able to. I've never let my depression interfere with my ability to suck up to authority figures and do what I'm told. So that's a positive trait right there. I've always kept my depression manageable in the face of following instructions. Just that's a note out there for when the society collapses and we're back to the motorcycle gangs, and a motorcycle gang is considering whether or not to bring me on as a attendant of some kind, or perhaps an accountant. That listen, as bad as things get, if you tell me to go clean those skeletons, I will go and clean them, and they will be spotless. Well, I'm not the greatest at cleaning. You shouldn't put me as the cleaning person if you're in the motorcycle gang. I think I'd probably be best in marketing. So that's happening. Transition. I'm lonely. I need to finally admit that. I really am lonely. And I don't know I don't know what to do about that. I really don't. I don't know. I feel like it's out of my control. I really do, because I mean, I guess what I need to start doing is meeting people on a regular basis, and meet as many people as possible, and hope that one of them somehow jives. That's the best word I can think of. Somehow jives with with all of this. I don't know who that person would be. I don't know what kind of condition they would be in that they would jive with this. That really baffles my mind, because I mean, I'm not. Women have been attracted to me. I'm not bragging. It's not a brag. It's a fact. And I can't understand from their point of view. I can't imagine their genetic code looking at my genetic code going, that's what we need more of. Those are the missing puzzle pieces right there. He puts that with what we've got, and what we can create is the next generation of an even stronger kind of depression. Undeniable depression. That's what we will create together. I don't know. They say opposites attract. I don't know. I mean, that seems like an oversimplification. Are we all? I mean, what would be the opposite of me? Someone excessively happy, I would think. But even then, is it real happiness, or are they just covering their own depression? A friend of mine was trying to get me on one of the dating websites, and I was reading this person's profile, and they said they were a genuinely happy person, and all I could think of is, if I was a genuinely happy person, I would not be on a dating website. I would not. The only reason I would be on a dating website if I was genuinely happy is if I said to myself, I think I'm too happy. I can't. This is too much happiness for me. I need to dial down this happiness. I know. I'll go on OkCupid. Transition. Watching a guy walking his bike across the street. I had a bike when I was growing up. A couple bikes. My favorite one was the first one I had, which was a banana seat bike. Then after that, I got a mountain bike, which, in retrospect, is not the kind of bike I would have preferred or needed. I needed to get not a mountain bike, a flat plane bike, a basin bike, I think would be better. Then I got my driver's license, and I have not been on a bicycle. Literally, not been on a bicycle since I got the driver's license. That bicycle suddenly became just a chair. I have not looked back. This is a terrible confession I want to make to everyone right now. There's a lot of bicyclists in Los Angeles, especially when you get closer to the beach areas, Santa Monica, that kind of thing, Venice. And as a motorist, I just, first of all, it's pretentious for me to even use the term motorist. I can't believe I just said that. As a motorist, like I have, like I'm driving a 1960s Porsche. As a driver, someone who drives, I get frustrated with bicyclists, and I know that it's totally my fault. I have no right to do this. The bicyclists are in the right because what they're doing is better for the environment than what I'm doing. They are better human beings, and I'm still annoyed with them. I know I shouldn't be. I know I should love them and accept them and see them as the role models for human civilization that they are. I swear to God, I cannot stand when I see a bicyclist. It ruins whatever. I really think I could just have come from having sex with a Brazilian supermodel, and I will be on the road and see someone on the bike and go, this. Now I've got to slow down and pay attention. Now I have to be responsible because this person dares to operate a vehicle that is not protective on the road. Transition. I don't know how to wrap this up. This was a nice chat. Maybe that's why I like stand-up. That's why I like stand-up. I like podcasting. I'm totally in control of the conversation. I'm alone and speaking into the darkness, yes, but totally in control of the conversation. Because it can't. There have been so many times where I've been in a conversation with someone, and I feel like the entire conversation is me just pretending to agree for the sake of diplomacy. And I'm so tired of that, especially when it gets into political conversations. And I hear all these people's political, and I go, yeah, I see your point. Yeah, no, I totally get it. I get it. You have an excellent point of view. No one has an excellent point of view. Everyone's an idiot. Everyone is an idiot. If we all just started with that, that's what I want to see in the debate. I want both of them to say, listen, guys, let's just, let's make it clear. We're idiots here. Everything we're about to do is stemming from the fact that we are idiots. This is the end of the podcast. The end of the podcast. And the children sing and the children play. This is the end of the podcast.